I keep turning the video off. So there's a drawer that you can pull out. It says range. None of these other ones are labeled. I don't know if that's. I mean, I've never been in a house where they didn't clearly label each fuse, and not in a rental. They usually clearly label them. As I said before, this top thing here, that drawer in the middle, pulled the handle, the whole thing came out, everything went off. So I didn't remove any fuses, just that drawer, and it had those K5 looking fuses inside of it. I do not know what M stands for. I know I have a little washer dryer, and that turned off when I pulled this drawer out here, the one on the top. I have a washer dryer. I have the central air, but I don't think that this is working because when I turn on the hot water, it's never hot. So I don't know where my hot water exactly is coming from. The water doesn't get super duper hot, so you never see any steam at all. So my clothes are not getting washed properly, and I could have my bath water hotter than it is. It's not to the. I mean, where I don't have to use cold water at all, and then it's still not hot. So and then I go sit in it. So it's not, they're not giving me hot water. And then this thing isn't even getting hot at all. The air conditioner started keeping off because they did not fix the timer on it to turn off. It never goes off no matter what. And then the temperature seems to adjust according to that. Like in a way that it'll never go off. Like I'll be sitting here freezing and then, it's too hot. Or I'll be sitting here hot and then the temperature says like it's cold. So, and then the thing just doesn't go off. So I just stopped using it. I'll turn it on for about 25 minutes during the day when I get home. And this is the one, like I said, like I've got all these pipes going into the walls and into the basement, but they're not going to anything else. So, not sure what's going on here. I know there's a great deal of electricity that ramps up every night to where it's uncomfortable to be in here, to where everything is vibrating on like in my skin, like inside my body is vibrating. And I guess that's just my blood vibrating because the water bottles do weird things in here too. So the water actually evaporates inside the bottles and condenses on the inside of the bottles. So that's the same thing that's being done to my blood with whatever current they have running through here. So I thought I should just maybe get rid of my electric bill is ridiculous for not having this thing on. It's been and I don't have cable. I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have DirecTV. I have no computer that's running that's hooked up yet. Not yet. And I would like to have one and have my printer and all that. But how am I gonna do that when I don't even have the air running and you're charging me $136 for my utilities? It does include water and electric. $136 for utilities, and I barely cook anything in here. Like I'll heat up water for tea or I'll reheat things. But I haven't really done any real cooking in here. Like real cooking, like making things from scratch and baking them and sauteing and all of that stuff. Haven't done any yet. I've just reheated things. If anybody has any questions, any answers for me here, what's a requirement? What is required? Shouldn't these fuses be labeled? And how I can find out what's going on. See all these holes? None of these holes were here. And, I mean, you can pretty much see that's brand new right there. This whole unit has been recently taken out and put back in again, and there are brand new screws in there, and this is an old house, but none of these holes were here. This closet was clean when I first came. I mean, what is this? What is this paper right here? None of this was here. There's like a hole in the wall here. And then I came home the other day. So this is what I have to deal with in between my mother saying, my mom's on, or my mom or somebody pretending to be my mom is sending me text messages saying, there are no conspiracies against you. And I'm like, well, you're using that word. I'm just telling you what's happening in my house. So I'm supposed to tell when things have been changed in the house. Like, what is this? You're mental if you tell what's going on. That's the same thing they do to little kids that they rape. You tell you're in trouble. You tell we're going to put you away. You tell we're going to hurt you. You tell this is going to happen to you. That's going to happen to you. So when you sit here and talk to me about the mental health stuff and we're going to put you away in the mental health thing, you're doing the same thing you do. Like, you're basically damning yourself with what you're doing. So see how wide this hole, there's a big gap here that was not here. So wide that I could put this tinfoil in here and then didn't get to the top portion yet. And there's the new paint where they repainted the wall and everything, and they're just doing this on purpose. Like, this is a tremendous amount of hubris. So now I see that the paneling here has been moved also. So there were none of these gaps. The house was a little bit old, but everything, of course, was well made in here. So everything was well made. See that? And then this is like all new stuff. And then they just threw it back and they're just like, we don't care. Because nobody's gonna listen to you. But I believe in God. So, yeah, I'm gonna make a complaint. Police officers have not written down my complaints the way I asked. They wrote crazy. They wrote all the crazy stuff on there. The crazy stuff that the perps are doing, they wrote it on there, and that is not what I reported. They put a big, huge list. I told them like 4 things regarding theft, and they put a big, huge list of all the wild stuff, the wild and crazy stuff. That's not the way I would report that at all, and especially not to a man. The crazy stuff that's being done to my body would not be reported to a man like that. I would have to have a female present because there's certain things females know. And females pay attention to their bodies. Men don't. So why would I tell that crap to a man? But anyway, so that's how I got my police report from Officer Hagerman of the Cleveland Police Department back. And I don't know if the people, the NSA people or whoever's in charge of the whole computer end, I don't know if they went in and changed it. And you can change anything on the computer. Like any file that's held on the computer, any file that's held on a video device that's connected to the internet, they can change any of it. And that is the humongous experiment with me. Like, can we torture someone and do dirty things to them and then make it look like there's a problem with them, and we'll have all of the computerized data that we need to prove this, and prove it only with the computerized data, because everything is all linked up now. So that is what, and I don't know why they're sitting here darkening the camera. I mean, it's daytime in here. It's bright in here. I'm looking out the window, and I can clearly see my daughter's face on this picture, and the color of the background, and the color of her cheeks, and all of that. So this is what they do while I sit here and make videos. They just, look, you can't even see my daughter and her husband on that picture. They just sit here and, I don't know if it's AI, I don't know how they do it, but they adjust it. It adjusts according to how they want it adjusted. So I'm assuming somebody's and I watch it adjusting as I'm, making a video. So I'm wondering if somebody is actually sitting in a room somewhere, toggling switches to do this, or is it just kind of some kind of built-in AI that's been built into this app, this camera app? My camera app has to have permission to use the camera. So you tell me, what does that mean? Got camera app asking permission to use the camera? Anyway, they know they have me over a barrel. No job, no money. I can no longer go to Staples. According to the Staples workers, they don't make photographs anymore. Like, they're saying you cannot order photographs. That you can only order, like, paraphernalia with your photos on it. And, you know, like calendars and posters. You can make posters with your photos, but they're saying that you can't make photos. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't make photos? I just had 2 photos from you there. They came in and stole them and put them on paper. So the paper is attached. The paper printout evidently is what they can do, but via computer. But to make photos, they must do something different to use the photos on the photo paper. But they're saying that I can't just go now and get a photo. And that's what I did pretty much as soon as, I forgot which, it was somewhere down here. And they came into my house and bought the paper ones. So they're collecting my data. I guess supposedly